choices you make could get yourself and everyone under your command killed. But I believe in you, Jim.
Darkness is coming.
This could just be the beginning.
Beginning of what?
All-out war. I request permission to go after him. I cannot allow you to do this.
Jim, you're not actually going after this guy, are you?
Let's go get this son of a bitch.
You are a pawn, Kirk.
Sir, there's a ship heading right for us.
You can't even guarantee the safety of your own crew. Now, shall we begin?
I'm sorry.
We're outnumbered. Outgunned.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. I only know what I can do.
The ship's dead, sir. She's gone.
No, she's not.
No ship should go down without her captain.
I believe in you, Jim.
Well, we've been waiting for this since 2009, ever since the first Star Trek movie. Now, J.J. Abrams returns and brings us Star Trek Into Darkness. Well, heed the warning. I'm going to put up in the top, in the title, spoiler review, because there's no way that you can talk about this movie without posting some spoilers. And it is like the title says, you know, it's Star Trek Into Darkness. And if it doesn't pick up where the last one left off. It just picks up with well, let me give you a little bit of the story. And before I go any further, the story opens up. We meet Kirk and McCoy and Spock. They're on this foreign planet trying to fix this planet's volcano. If they don't, it'll destroy them, and chaos will ensue. Well, already all chaos is ensuing because the natives of the planet are chasing Kirk and McCoy. Then they are able to escape, but however, not there. Apparently, the mission was to not do it while not revealing the Enterprise or any technology to the natives. Of course, they weren't able to do that. And then finally, they save the volcano. Blah, 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 blah. Now, that's just all in the beginning. What I thought of this movie is, it's a fun adventure movie. I don't know if it lives on the same par as what the first one did. It does continue that fast-paced Star Wars-like action into a Star Trek movie. Because one of the things I really enjoyed about the first movie, and no one seems to really talk about, I love how they adapted Kirk, in that he is not as sophisticated as the way William Shatner portrayed Kirk in the original TV series and movies. Because Kirk was a lot of people criticize William Shatner for being over the top, but if you pay attention, he made Kirk a gentleman and very sophisticated, and he's more like more the hands behind the back. What do you think of the situation, sir? That's the way Star Trek is, and I think they did a really good job of portraying that whole sophisticated society. They wanted to separate it from Star Wars. And the thing is, with this J.J. Abrams version, Kirk is not sophisticated. He's very rock and roll, rebel, risk taker. And I really like that about the first movie. But in the second movie, they really play on that, by meaning that they call Kirk on that and saying, you are, even Pike says, Kirk, you're irresponsible. You're very careless with yourself, you're careless with the ship, and you're careless, more importantly, with your crew. And that you have no idea what it takes to be a good captain. And I thought, that's really good, because, in the first movie, it was kind of, we see Kirk, he's very hot shot, he's a kid, he's a kid, and he loves to take the most expensive toys and just push them to the limit. And that really he gets persecuted in the movie. What I think really was really good with the movie, I love the style that J.J. Abrams did with Star Trek, and he continues it in this movie, including he kept his lens flares in there. It wasn't annoying. I mean, I enjoy the lens flares, but I know that's his trademark, but I kind of enjoyed it with the Star Trek, because it made it look, hey, this is the Enterprise. They wanted to revamp the Enterprise and show that this is a huge facility and structure, and when he shows something going wrong with the ship, things are disrupted. I mean, completely just blown up and disrupted. Now, this is where the spoiler really comes into play. And I gotta reference IMDb here real quick, because I'm trying to I couldn't remember what the whole thing. But anyway, there's this assassin that is going around targeting people of the Starship Federation. And he only wants certain things. But he's blowing up entire buildings. He's blowing up entire ships, and he's just going crazy. I'm trying to find the name of the character that they use. It's John something. John Harrison. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name. There's a name called John. This guy's by the name of John Harrison. Well, again, spoiler. I mean, the big spoiler of the whole thing. John Harrison's not his real name. It would be Khan Noonien Singh. Yes, they did incorporate Khan into this movie. J.J. Abrams basically did his version of Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan. And And the interesting thing is, you kind of need to know, if you're going into Star Trek cold, you need to go back and watch Star Trek II for this movie. And you'll understand what is going on. Why Khan the way he is. Even though this does go into a little bit of the origin of Khan. But you need to watch part 2 to fully understand why Khan is the way he is. Because there's parts of this movie where he's kind of a good guy. But then slowly and surely he flips sides. And then he becomes the Khan that we know and hate. Khan is not a good guy. He's if you ever seen so much as the trailer to Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan, they explain who Khan is briefly. And it says, beyond the darkness, beyond the valley of space, lies Khan, a genetically superior tyrant. And, the whole time that they've announced this movie, they said, well, we're not going to have Khan in it. We're not going to have Khan. It's not going to be Wrath of Khan. We're not going to do that. And then they start making the movie. And the trailers start coming out. There's this guy, Benedict Cumberbatch. He's playing this very villainous role. He's very menacing. And, of course, everyone's saying, is it Khan? Or is it somebody else? The truth is, it's Khan. And I tend to agree with what the guys at AMC Movie Talk have been saying on YouTube. It's either Khan or somebody who is related to Khan. Turns out it is Khan. And the movie itself, I felt, it's very good, don't get me wrong, but I felt that it was paying homage to Star Trek II. Not only did you have the villain in it, but you have lines from Star Trek II incorporated into Darkness. You have scenes that are completely lifted out of Star Trek II, but done a little bit differently, so it's not copywritten or whatever you want to call it. Not just ripping it off. And it's very well done. Benedict Cumberbatch does a good Khan. The only thing is, don't expect him to do Ricardo Montalban. You're not going to get that. The man has made his own version of Khan. So, and he's just as menacing. He's just as threatening. You can tell something is up with this guy. I mean, even there's a point in the film. I'm not going to give this away because there's a point in the film where they're actually giving it away that this guy is Khan. There's a point where he's in London. There's a Starfleet officer who has a sick child, and the child is near death, and the doctors have told this man and his wife she's not looking good. It's not looking good for her, and she's going to probably die. And that there's no medicine that can cure her. But then the man goes off to be by himself, and Khan appears. He says, "I can help you." Now, That should have been the giveaway. That, and all of a sudden this man's coming back with a vial full of blood in it. That that this guy is genetically engineered. He's been enhanced. He cannot get sick. He cannot get hurt. He can get hurt, but it takes a lot. Like a simple punch to the jaw does not even faze him. He just like cocks his head, like something like the Terminator would do. But this is a very good movie, and it is a very good follow up to the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie. Very good follow up, but it's the spoilers are out, and go see the movie. It's a fun watch. There's funny moments in it. It's very, very good. It's just keep this in mind to see Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan first, then go see this movie, because it's a fun blast to watch. To me, Star Trek II is the best of the original Star Trek movies. It is the best movie of the Star Trek. It really is, because that's where everything is jacked up to 11, and you are just sunk in with Khan playing this menacing cat and mouse game with Kirk. But yeah, go see it. It's a fun movie. Do check it out. Again, watch Star Trek II. I cannot stress that enough. Go watch Star Trek II. Then go watch Star Trek Into Darkness, because it does reference that movie quite a bit. So I guess I'll have to end with that. So go see the movie. It's a wonderful movie. I don't know if it's my favorite of the summer so far. I've seen G.I. Joe, Iron Man 3, and of course Star Trek Into Darkness. I don't know what my next one is going to be. But from me to you, see you later.